Hi guys! So welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Marga Bells, and finally I have another video for all of you! So aside from all the football shoes reviews and football injury experiences, finally I will be sharing something personal and something more special. Since it's May and it's Mother's Day, I have a special guest! So guys, drum roll please, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Kate Mama. Okay, Mom, you can stay here. Hi.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Marga's YouTube, whatever it is.
YouTube channel. So I'm actually gonna interview my mom today. Everything that you need to know about parenthood sa mga hindi nakakaalam. Sige mom, explain.
Siguro I think that's parenting.
Parenting pala. Parenting. Can you explain why people call you Kate, Mom of 8?
Well, first because I have 8 wonderful, simply amazing, unique children. All the way from my eldest Sally, and then I have Paolo, Mary Kay, Therese, John, Bea, Marga, and the youngest, Chrissy.
So for our YouTube watchers there, subscribers, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Tell me, like, okay, what do you do, Mom, aside from, you know, being a mother?
Well, I'm also country manager of an American global company. I'm the country manager for the Philippines. This is called Kayani Philippines. We are a health, wellness, beauty company.
Okay, so we want this to be as spontaneous as
Course.
possible. And
yes.
Since it's Mother's Day, I'm gonna ask you stuff about being a mother, right?
Alright.
Make your voice louder, Mom. They can't hear you.
I'm sure they can.
So, I guess the first one is, we're 8 kids and we're very different. Like, you have kids that have, like, they know, like, mas dominant yung left brain, very smart in that aspect. And then you have artsy kids like me. Well, first is, how do you, since we're a lot, how do you make us feel loved equally? Because we're 8 eh. We're a lot.
Well, of course, loving equally is something that parents will try to do or show their children. Well, my way of doing that is being present to them. Finding time to be with them. Like, before the quarantine, I would always have time to have dinner or lunch with them. We spend Sundays together. It's more like when I'm with one child, I'm all with that child, you know.
Yeah.
And that child will always feel that siya yung favorite. Kaya pag tinatanong ko sino paborito mo, ay 8 talaga ang paborito ni Mami Kate, no? Yun, it's really being present. Time with every child is very special. And the child will always feel that because I take time to listen to their stories, what's in their hearts. Heartbroken ba sila? Happy ba sila with their love lives? Are they happy with their work? You know, what are their dreams? What's exciting for them at the moment? What do they long to do in their lives? You know, all of this, I take time to listen. So a mother really must have a listening heart.
Yeah. Aside from that, Mom, because like, as you know, I mentioned, we're very different from each other. Like, ako, I'm sporty. You have not so sporty kids. You have someone that's very into the arts. And growing up, as you know, like, a lot of us were, like, lalo na Sal, hi, if you're listening to this, like, she's the pinaka-achiever in terms of academics and stuff like that. And then you have someone like Chrissy, the youngest, who's very, paano ba, artsy-fartsy. And people, I mean, like, siguro growing up, people expected us to be good academically, but not, iba kami. So how do you handle that? Lalo na when you have Chrissy that's super artsy, and then someone like Sal na sobrang smart in the book-wise, and alam mo yun?
You know, as a mother, I realized that every child is different. Every child is unique. And yung old school expectations are, of course, that's a carryover from how we were brought up, no? You have to study hard, find a good job, work hard, etc. But I realized that ang academics is not just the basis, no, of someone's capability to be the best person that he or she can be, no? So ang ang early on na realize ko that every child pala is a genius. And it's not up to the child to show the world na eto ako. It's, lalo na habang bata sila, it's up to the parents, the adults, to see what is beautiful, what is good, what is great in every child and bring it to the light. And that's what happened to Chrissy. Kasi po si Chrissy ang bunso namin, no? Bata pa lang siya, I already knew that she was kind of different from everyone else. When she was in preschool, tinawag ako sa school ng kanyang homeroom teacher. And of course, akala ko dahil may award siya, no? Those are the expectations of parents. Pero ang sabi ng teacher is, Mrs. Bellucillo, please talk to your daughter Chrissy. I said, what is the problem? And then ang sabi niya ay, we found out that, you know, during recess time, she would go to the construction site at the back of the preschool building and she would play with the kittens. Mga maliliit na kuting. And so, tinanong ko yung si teacher, bakit po, masama po ba yun? And then she said, well, it's not that it's masama, but it's more like baka masaktan siya, and, you know, something will happen to her there. So, we'd rather that after recess, she goes back to the classroom. So, I told the teacher, yes, I will do that, no? Talk to her about it. And then, when I spoke to Chrissy, ang sinabi lang niya, kasi tinanong ko, ba't mo ginagawa pa yon? Sabi niya, kasi mami, they're newborn kittens, walang nag-aalaga sa kanila. Ang ginawa pala niya, yung yaya niya, she asked her yaya Beng at that time to put milk in small bottles, or small milk bottles, and she would bring them to school and actually feed the kittens. So I told her, Chrissy, the teacher said, after recess, go back to the classroom. And she was just staring at me and I said, Chrissy, at 9:30, it's time to go back to class. That means tapos na ang recess. Sabi niya, ma, they have not taught us how to tell time yet. Oh, di nakalusot siya, no? So sabi ko, sige, tingnan mo kung may mga bata pa sa playground. Pag wala na, ibig sabihin nun, bumalik na sila sa classroom, tapos na ang recess. So you have to do the same. She did it for maybe 1-2 days. After that, she was back to doing it. Finally, the teacher said, you really have to tell her not to go there. And so I prayed. That's one thing that, you know, I'd like to tell mommies. We didn't learn how to raise our children. We didn't learn this in school. Somehow, it's just that the Lord planted this love in our hearts to be able to take care of them and let them grow up to be wonderful people. And so I prayed to the Lord. I said, Lord, how can I teach her this? That she shouldn't go there because she might hurt herself. So one day, this is what happened, Marga. There was a commotion at home because Yaya Beng was bitten by a stray cat.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then, amidst all of this, Chrissy, you know, she did like this to me. She said, Mommy, what's happening? I said, Yaya Beng has to go to the hospital. She has to have these anti-rabies shots so that she will not get sick. And then she asked me, what's rabies? So I said, well, it's like a germ that when it enters your body, it travels through your blood. When it goes to your brain, you can die. Well, that's about the simplest explanation I could give, no? And then she looked at me for a little bit and then she said, you know what, Mommy? Those little kittens in my school, I think they're old enough to take care of themselves. So there, Marga. Diba? The Lord made a way for her to stop playing with the kittens. So yun, mga ganyang kwento, no?
Yeah, I think my question also, Mom, because as you know, you have children that, you know, when I think the important thing is, well, the most challenging thing is you have kids that are really excelling and
Yes.
kids that are not. And I must admit that I'm one of the people during high school and grade school that never really paid attention to studies as much as my older siblings. How do you handle that? How do you feel when you have kids like me that really don't put effort or parang fail out? Like, I'm not good in math. You know that. Everybody knows that. I suck at math.
Yeah.
So grade school and high school, I would always be in the remedial classes and stuff like that. And then you have my other siblings, older siblings, that really never went to remedial classes. How do you handle that? How do you feel about failure, like me failing, or not naman failing, but
Actually,
not being
early on, you know, Marga, I already accepted that every child is different, no? Kaya nga nang sinabi ko earlier on na every child is unique.
Yeah.
And as a mother,
You feel bad?
no, I just tell every child, and I think you remember this, do the best that you can. And your best may not be the best of Sally or the best of Mary Kay or Paolo, but that's the best that Marga can give, and I'm happy with that.
Aww.
No? At saka, alam mo, hindi ba, nakita ko rin that some children bloom later than the others. When you reached what? College?
You're making me
You,
cry.
you graduated what? Cum laude.
Because there was no math. There's no
Diba?
math.
Oh, so if you're going to use academics as a basis for a child's performance, I don't think so, diba?
Yeah.
I don't think parents should make that a measure of what their child can be.
Thanks for watching the first part of our Mother's Day special. If you like the video, please subscribe and watch out for the part 2 next Sunday. See you guys!